time now to meet my special guest. I have been making so much noise about her. Well, she joins it now. Why the mask?
Okay. When I started DJing, so I'm a DJ 10 years this year.
Oh, 10 years?
Yes, 10 years.
Wow.
When I started DJing, I felt the nightlife scene in Accra was a bit saturated when it comes to the music because it was Afrobeat, hip-hop, dancehall. But personally, I was listening to different music. I play Afrobeat, I play hip-hop, but I realized I liked a different type of music. So I was like, if I like this, then there are more people too who also like the kind of music that I like.
Okay.
So I started playing it, but Ghanaians sometimes are slow to certain things, so I didn't want to just put it in their face. So I'm like, I mix it with my Afrobeats. I was doing Afrobeat remixes, electronic dance music remixes, and it was okay at first without the mask.
Yeah.
But in your intro, you were talking about how today we are only women here, and that's very, very commendable because then I knew only like a few women DJs. I think I knew like 3.
Okay.
So I wanted something that would make me stand out from all the other DJs.
But being a woman is already enough to stand out,
yes,
is it not?
Yes, it is. But I wanted it to match with the kind of music I was playing as well. So it's not even just how I look. Everything I was doing was different.
Okay.
But one of the main reasons I decided to wear the mask was when I started DJing straight out of uni, I had a gig where another male DJ made me feel uncomfortable during the gig.
What exactly did he do?
He just passed a comment that I didn't like. I'm not going to mention it, but he just said something that I didn't like.
To your face?
Yeah, to my face. So I was like, you know what, I need to figure out a way to be able to DJ without not having any sort of communication with anyone.
I'm sorry I have to pry. I want to know what he said. You know why?
No.
There are going to be so many other young women out there who want to get into this space.
He was basically just talking down on whatever it is I was doing. So I felt for that gig, I mean, it was a very horrible experience then, but I've moved from it, I've gone bigger from it, so it's in the back now. But I was like, you know what, if I can play my whole set without not talking to anyone, that would be great for me. And one of the DJs I was looking up to then also has this whole identity thing going on. So I was like, you know what, let me just
This is a DJ in Ghana?
No, he's not.
Is it Daft Punk or something?
So there's Daft Punk, there's Marshmello, and then there's Deadmau5. I was listening to all 3 of them a lot, and they all have their anonymity going on. So I was like, you know what, let me just do this here. So my first mask, this is pretty new, but the first one, which is there, I'm keeping it for future, it was a mask for my kid brother. He was using it for church choreography.
Okay.
So it was just random day at home. I picked it up, I wore it, and I was like, you know, I think I should DJ with the mask. That way no one won't bother me anymore. He's like, okay, cool, you can. So I was doing an internship at an online radio station, X Live FM, and I took it and I asked my DJs there, I'm like, you guys, do you think it's cool if I wear this?
Yeah.
And funny enough, they were very, very happy. They were like, oh yeah, you should do it. I'm like, okay, cool. Then that's it, the max DJ.
It just
so
sucked.
that's where it started from. But I initially started as DJ Michi because I'm Michelle, and then.
Oh, DJ Michi.
Yes. So I did like a whole rebrand like 7 years ago, and then it's been.
So
the
3
Max
years
DJ.
into the game, was that when you decided on the mask?
Yeah.
And then you decided to change the name as well?
Yes.
How was it received by not your friends, but everybody out there who would see you at an event playing?
So at first, when I go to events, like people are like, okay, like who is this? What is this?
Yeah.
And sometimes some people are curious in a good way, and some were curious in a bad way, because you can see from the person's face, like.
in a bad way, like what do you think they were thinking?
What is wrong with you? Because already you come with a mask, the music you're coming to play is also different.
Yeah.
So I know people had questions, and there were times where I wasn't even getting like gigs, because it's like everything you are doing is not what we are used to. So why are we booking you, basically? So I just started, I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to focus on the gigs that align with whatever vision I have for my brand. And I started doing that, and now everywhere. So
what was the vision from start?
So I've always wanted to, like you were saying, Daft Punk, Deadmau5. I've always wanted to play Tomorrowland. I want to play EDC. I want to play Ultra Music Festival.
Okay.
And I felt like in Accra or in Ghana, we do not have like those festivals or the people who would like those festivals here. So I was like, you know what? It's not always about going to Europe to go do these things. How about we bring it here and we do it here for ourselves? So that's been the vision. That is still the vision that we are working on. And I think it's been amazing so far.
Have you played in Europe yet?
Not yet, this year.
Have you played in the Americas, any of those?
No, I've done Uganda, Abidjan, Togo. Yeah, I've done.
And a whole U.S. vice. Wait, you know the funny thing? So she's not played in America before.
Yes.
But the U.S. vice president says she's read about her. Unbelievable. Let's talk about that because I want to know, first of all, I'm sure you got a call that said that the VP was, how did it happen?
We're supposed to go for a special Spotify masterclass. I've done a couple of gigs for Spotify Africa.
Okay.
So when the email came that, okay, you need to come to a Spotify masterclass, I'm like, okay, it's normal, so I will come. But then another email came and said, you all have to be at a certain place at 1 p.m. because you can't go straight to the venue. I didn't think much of it then because I totally forgotten she was coming to Accra. So I'm like, okay. And I actually missed an email from the U.S. Embassy because the Spotify one came the same time that one came. So I opened that one and I didn't open the second one. So when I saw the second one later, I'm like, but why is the U.S. Embassy? Still, I had forgotten she was coming.
Okay.
So it was the next day I was on Twitter and then I saw the Ghana police put out a traffic report.
Yeah.
So when I was going through it, just so to map up my route for the next day, then I saw 2 p.m. She's going to be around Emmanuel Eye Clinic. I called my sisters. I'm like, guys, I think I'm meeting the vice president tomorrow.
So you didn't know?
No, I didn't know, because the email that came just said, and a very special guest. But then Moses Somni is in Ghana, so I thought it was Moses, yeah. So I'm like, okay, whoever the special guest is was probably a musician, because it's a Spotify thing. But when I saw the traffic report, I said, no, it looks like we are meeting the vice president. So yeah, up until that time, I didn't know who I was going to meet. So when we got there in the morning, and then someone came and he said, oh, you shouldn't worry, the Secret Service has cleared your mask. I'm like, okay.
wait, what? So it's not as if you even went to ask, can I keep my mask on?
No, yeah, I did.
They walked to you and said, don't worry.
The Secret Service has cleared your mask. I'm like, okay, then we are here now, so.
How were you feeling? Like moments
cool.
before she walked in.
Yeah, so okay, when she came in, I was with a couple of artists, Rhea Boss, Amare. So she came in, she spoke, and she left. So I even thought like that was it. The thing was done. She was about to leave. Then she came back again, and then that's when she said, "I read about it." And in that instance, I'm like, okay, like this is the vice president of the United States of America, so it's just a big deal if she says she's read about you.
Yeah.
Hearing about someone is different from reading about them, because you have sat down to read about me. So yeah.
I'm sure there were butterflies in your stomach. You're like, Mom, I've made it.
Yes.
I've made it.
Yes.
Because it's like one of the highest people in the world.
Yes.
And she's read about you.
Yes.
What does that do to your career?
So prior to even meeting her, like I said, it's been 10 years a DJ. In the 10 years, I've worked with Pioneer DJ. I'm still working with them because we teach a pop-up DJ school for young women.
Okay.
And then I've worked with TikTok and Off-White.
Nice.
And
wow.
Yeah, I worked with TikTok and Off-White in February last year.
Okay.
I work with Afrofuture, not Afrofuture anymore, Afrofuture.
Yeah.
I've been on their festival 3 times in a row. I've done stuff with a couple of people. I've opened for Major Lazer. They used to be, I mean, they are my idols, exactly. And I've opened.
Wait. Do you guys know Major Lazer? Do you understand how big that is? You opened for them?
Yeah, I opened for Major, 2019, Sandbox Beach Club when they came to Accra. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And then I've DJed for Ari Lennox as well. And then Davido, a couple of people. So it's like, I know I have put in the work. So she saying she's read about me is just like the seal on the envelope.
Exactly.
Like, 'cause I know I have been working. I have worked. And for her to say she's read about me, it gives me more motivation to keep doing what I'm doing.
Exactly. Yeah. It does, right? I mean, she deserves a round of applause. So this also opens the door for you to the world.
Yes.
Because I'm sure that you're getting a lot of emails now.
Yes.
A lot of people are booking you. 10 years after, was there any point where you wanted to give up because you didn't think it was working? Yeah,
like when I did the whole rebrand, I wanted to stop because the gigs weren't coming. And I learned how to DJ my second semester, first year in uni. Yeah. So I started practicing in my dorm room, started playing hall parties and stuff.
What uni was this?
University of Ghana.
Okay.
So when I started doing it, I haven't had a 9 to 5 since 2013. Like I've never had a 9 to 5. I came out of uni already a DJ. Yeah. And it was confusing in the beginning, and it was difficult in the beginning because Ghanaian parents can support you, but it's to an extent. Like, my daughter wants to be a DJ, and then what else? Are you still going to go to work? Are you still going to do the banking? Are you still going, you know, that kind of thing. But I don't know. I feel like I'm supposed to do this. I feel like I was born to do this. Even though growing up, I didn't think I would be like a full-time DJ.
Yeah.
I realized I like the art of DJing, but to say, okay, I'm going to be a DJ in future, I never thought of it. But anytime I look back on my journey, I feel and I know that I was supposed to do this, and that's why I'm doing this.
And you are here. But is it lucrative?
Well, now it is. In the beginning, it wasn't, but now, even though it can get better, but
it is.
Yeah.
What do people say about your general outlook, and not just your mask? But, you know, first of all, is a girl that's playing music in a male-dominated industry. She comes and she's acting all, you know.
Yeah.
What do people say about that? It's not like it matters anyway.
Yes. So, personally, what I've done is I've learned not to even, like, listen to people or, like, I feel like sometimes when you listen to certain things, even if it's not like that, you try to tend to alter your life or whatever you are doing. So I don't even listen to anything. It's tunnel vision for me. Like,
that's all.
I'm just going, I'm not looking at, I'm not trying to listen to whatever opinion you think or you have. That's a you thing. What's
that one stage you want to play? And when you play on that stage, you know that this is it. Like, I've done everything. I've been there, done that.
Okay. So I have like a bucket list as a DJ.
Okay.
And just last year in September, I ticked off like one of my main things. I did a boiler room set. Okay. And I've always wanted to play boiler room. So I did that one and now it's good. And the next one I want to do is either Tomorrowland or Ultra Music Festival.
Hey!
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to see you on that stage.
Yes.
We're speaking it into existence.
Yes, it's going to happen.
And it will definitely happen.
Yes.
But finally, before you go, no, in fact, before that, so TikTok. You have worked with TikTok.
Yes.
Now, you're in the US, there's this debate about TikTok and how it's being used as a spy where for, you know, a number of things. What do you think about the impact it's having on our Ghanaian society? Should it be banned to some extent?
I don't think it should be banned, but I feel like it should be regulated, even though I don't know how it's going to be done.
Yeah.
Because in as much as, personally, there are certain information that I go to TikTok. Like, I go for training every Tuesday and Thursday. And when I'm not with my trainer, I go to TikTok to learn from the other trainers on TikTok. So I don't think it should be banned because I know a lot of people learn stuff from TikTok. Yeah. But if it's being used for other things too that are not helping, then I feel like there is a way, there should be like a common ground between those who are benefiting and then those that it's causing a problem for. So we can still keep it, but then it's regulated.
Do you ever get bullied on social media?
I don't think I've done anything to warrant that.
No, you don't even have to do anything.
Exactly. So when so my brother posted the video from the vice president on Twitter, and then people were tagging me on it, and I told him that I'm going to give you like 30 minutes. You are going to mute it, and I'm also going to mute everything because it's too much. Like, I feel like everyone is
talking about you, but it wasn't in a good light.
It wasn't a good light, but I've used social media for a while to understand that Ghanaians have a very, not even Ghanaians, generally human beings. Yeah. There's just a thin line between being a hero on social media and then being a villain. And I never want to be a villain. I don't even want to be a hero, but I don't want to be a villain either. Like, let me just be in my corner and do what I'm supposed to do, get my money and keep it moving.
That's all. You can't hide from people for a long time.
For a long time, yes.
And sometimes you don't even call for that kind of bullying, but it happens. And I hope it doesn't happen to you.
Amen.
I was just curious. Amen to that. Final words to all young people out there, especially the women.
Okay, so basically, I feel like you should do what you want to do, irrespective of who is watching, the applause you are getting. Just keep doing what you are supposed to do. Sometimes you might not get any benefits from it, but just keep doing it. I never thought 10 years into DJing, I will have the Vice President of America saying, I've read about you or anything, but that's it. And even though it doesn't put money in my pocket directly, I know it's going to put money in my pocket and it's going to elevate my career in different ways. So I just believe that we should keep doing whatever we want, especially as women. Like, do what you are supposed to do. Whether it's a male-dominated, just do what you are supposed to do, and then it will work out.
Well, we're borrowing the words of Nike, and we're telling you just do it.
Yeah.
That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The Max DJ. I was hoping that you would show us your face today. Do you ever take it off? Oh!
Just a little.
Just a little. So we don't get to see your face.
Don't see.
We're never going to see your face?
I'll show it to you.
Another time.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.